Greetings, Spectral here, back with another video. I can't remember if I mentioned an act structure when explaining the rules of how I was going to roll out videos then. I did. But the last few episodes were right around the corner, and the moment I finished production, yeah, by that time the series was over faster than I had time to gather my thoughts than a chimp has before they decide to rip you limb from blinking at their fingernails. So, yeah, plans do change. And this was going to be a much better video as a larger retrospective and an overview of every batch of episodes. So in short, I'm adding my coverage of the first two episodes to make this video a much more cohesive experience. If you've already seen it, you can skip to this timestamp. Otherwise, enjoy the ride. Or watch that video as well to give me some support. I don't know, the choice is yours. Anyway, this script is like 7,000 words long, and this video took me a long time to make, so, you know, if you subscribed and like, it would be very much appreciated, but, you know, the choice is yours. So, have you ever wanted to be a superhero? Well, too damn bad! You lose your suit and you're forced to take charge of a bunch of super-powered assholes that have terrible criminal history. I'm in for that. Okay, so we open up to our titular character, voiced by Aaron Paul, apparently.
You can't keep getting away with it!
Presumably, standing against a wall, receiving therapy. We're asked about his dad, and, you know, I go ahead and choose this response because, I don't know, I just got here.
I'll ask again. How do you really feel about your father? It's as if maybe it's a little more complicated than you feel comfortable admitting, which is completely understandable.
Look, he's gone.
That's a bit of an understatement.
How so?
Well, he's more than gone because he's fucking dead. That's the most gone you can be.
Just so sensitive.
Yeah, this guy, otherwise known as Soothing Goon. Yes, that's his name with its actual meaning. So apparently Soothing Goon kicked us in the face. We stand up and ask him where Shroud is, not that Shroud, and we take him outside to threaten him, Batman style.
I'm not telling you shit, you fucking loser!
See, this is more like how I thought this would be.
I hope Shroud kills you just like he killed your father. I hope he fucking spanks your little daddy issue bitch ass to death, you hear me? Are we outside?
Windy up here tonight, huh?
Why are we outside?
No telling where you'll
It
live.
smells like outside smells. Hey, okay, steel mill, Llewellyn Steelworks, okay? Fuck!
Here we get our first decision. Like the obvious vigilante I am, I pull him up because he gave me what I needed. We suit up in a Power Ranger-esque suit and fly off.
Good.
Because it's over, Shroud. And it would be nice to watch that back at a different angle.
Oh no, it's over, Shroud!
All this build-up, face to face with your father's killer, and you come in here with that lame shit.
Okay, so Soothing Goon did not die, and maybe I made a mistake. So he starts yapping about our dad.
Fun little tidbit, he was very well hydrated. Turns out right after Shroud shot him in the chest, your dad pissed his pants. Bet you didn't know that, huh? So after that bullet tore through his insides, he still had enough time to know how absolutely fucked he was.
I punt him.
What the fuck?
Okay, so turns out me pulling him up didn't matter at all because he's fucking invincible. We get this really cool action scene, but unfortunately Robert gets jumped and captured.
Shit! Step off! Step out! Shit! They jumping me! They jumping me!
Shroud shows up and we have no choice but to bounce.
Yeah! Status.
Hull status stable.
Things are looking good as we escape, but...
For nearly 50 years, a Mecha Man has protected Los Angeles. Built by an ordinary civilian with no superpowers. This first suit was dubbed by some fans as Mecha Man Prime. 3 generations of pilot, their identities kept secret, have given everything to protect this community, including their lives. After the tragic passing of Prime, the next Mecha Man, known as Astral, teamed up with a star-studded superhero group known as the Brave Brigade, leading to an unprecedented period of peace in the Southland. After years of loyal service, tragedy struck again, when Shroud, a former Brave Brigade member turned villain, killed the pilot of Mecha Man in cold blood. But yet again, as hope was lost, a 3rd generation of Mecha Man emerged. A Mecha Man for the modern era. A bulwark against organized crime in the greater Los Angeles area. Until today. Earlier today, Mecha Man broke his silence and addressed the media.
Does this mean you're finished?
Can you repair your
What's next for Mecha Man?
Does this mean your career is
How
over?
badly were you hurt?
One at a time, please.
Ashley Rines, San Pedro Daily, do you have anything to say to your fans?
And I'd do the obvious and say it was all for my fans.
A lot of them were worried you wouldn't wake up.
Everything I've done, every sacrifice me and my family have made has been for the people of Los Angeles.
Then we get this asshole.
All right, just one more, please. I gotta get back to, just one more. Preferably someone from the Century.
Charles Kingsley, South Bay Signal. So, Shroud kills your father, goes to jail 15 years, breaks out, and immediately dupes you into a trap where he destroys the Mecha Man suit and puts you in a coma for months.
I didn't hear a question there.
2-parter. First, why didn't Shroud kill you? You haven't been conscious for months. It'd be easy money taking you out.
Okay, Shroud wanted the Astral Pulse and Mecha Man gone. He got both. I'm not sure I mattered much.
Right, you're unimportant. Which leads me to my next question. Most heroes avenge their family. You did the opposite. You killed their legacy. How disappointed would your dad be if he were here right now?
And yeah, so I do what any logical person would do. While all the cameras are on, I walk up and I beat the shit out of him in public.
Do I want to sue? Of course, but there's 2 issues there. He clearly has nothing left, and he was wearing a mask, so...
How do you feel about the crowd seemingly encouraging him?
It did explain why after the first 3 or 4 minutes, no one was stepping in. Yes.
Okay, so apparently that's not the majority. The fans loved it though, so clearly I was in the right. These robbers straight up break and steal the shit I was just looking at, so I confront them.
Hey, assholes. Yeah, just put the TVs back and you can leave. I won't say anything to the cops, and this doesn't need to escalate.
Hey, who are you calling assholes, asshole?
I'll handle this idiot. Keep loading. We're out of here in 30. And who the fuck are you?
Yeah, you. Go fucking hobo ranger?
Kinda corny, but you know, I think it fits with what's going on right now.
Honestly, I'm not sure anymore.
Right, well that feels heavy. But I don't know you, so I don't give a fuck.
Whatever the case, I'm enough to deal with a pack of fucking Skittles idiots like you.
God damn it. Look, you're hurt. You're not thinking straight.
I full counter this thug and I knock him out.
Where's this coming from?
Oh, well, they're beating my now, so that's not good. Then we get saved by...
Hi, I'm Blonde Blazer.
Holy... Blonde Blazer? Holy that name is legit awful. Mecha Man, I get that. Blonde Blazer? I'm just gonna call her Blazer from here on out. Blazer saves us and she takes us to a bar to talk. We chat a little, and if I'm being honest, she's chill, but I don't really care for her personality so far. But what is interesting, due to her biology, she can't easily get drunk, so she just straight up drinks 100% alcohol.
That's actually not water.
God, this is like pure alcohol.
It's not like alcohol, it is alcohol.
We spit on her, albeit a little bit awkward, but she's chill about it, and she goes to the bathroom to clean up. And we get introduced to 3 new characters.
Alright, just so you know, I only turned around because someone yelled, not because I'm a bitch or anything.
Don't you watch the news? This is a superhero bar.
Oh, wow, are you a superhero? That's so cool. Is this your power? You're like, tell people obvious shit guy?
Oh, you're really going to act like you don't remember me.
Mr. Ponytail tries to press me, so I do the logical thing and call him.
You know it. You or Doctor don't do shit. Your deal is you walk up to people, look threatening, talk a big game, then don't do shit about it. Also, you're not a real doctor, because you're a fucking idiot.
Shit. That is... damn.
You good?
Sorry, I choked on my spit.
I get a laugh out of Wing Chick in the background, so clearly I won this. And he tries to boast about his powers. Turns out he was a villain that we wiped the floor with a long time ago, and now he's trying to be a hero going by the name Flambe, which seems kind of hard considering the fact that he's, you know, an asshole. And yeah.
Sorry, which way was that?
You gotta drop and roll, lad.
Is that Jacksepticeye?
Top of the morning,
Unfortunately, get thrown out by multiple bar guy. However, Blazer finds us outside. We get this cool scene of her flying us over LA as we land on a billboard. She basically reveals that this was like super unprofessional, and she hands me a dispatch to practice dispatching.
We can work with this. Sorry, I'm actually here with a purpose.
And I'm low-key utterly confused and somehow barely passed that shit. And I'm starting to wonder if like if I was the right person to seek out for this because of how bad I did on this. But yeah, this is obvious bait. Call me a fumbler all you want, but we're both drunk. And I don't know her. Screw that. Also, I don't like blondes or her stupid name. In short, though, we got the job, and she leaves us on this billboard with no way down. Seriously, how do we get down? We go home to our cute dog, and his name is Beef. Like, well, this is like future me here, but like that's really silly. Pretty good first episode, and I'm hooked, and I need more. I am totally... So, we open episode 2, and we start with this weird-ass ad presented to us by Omni-Man? No, I think his name is... I think I saw him on that billboard. Phenomenon? He was in the test thing, too. That's... weird.
She's definitely not making it to band practice.
So we're sitting in a SDN headquarters, I guess, sitting area, whatever, and we meet who was a phenomenon fan, and I'm pretty honest about it, and I'm like, this guy's a awful actor, okay? Like, Phenomenon, he can't act, which I think is true. As for Lube Boy, Water Boy, is failing to put on his tie. So we help him out, and Flambe walks in. And his eyebrows are gone.
Yes, I am interviewing. Yes, but if I'm honest, I'm nervous most of the time, so...
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Now that your face is next to a side of my face, I see that I know you. Of you. You're Mecha Man. You're dead, I thought.
and Blazer arrives to take us and...
Wow! Blazer! Juan! Real hero!
Real hero? Okay, me then. We follow Blazer and she tells us to strip?
Take your clothes off.
Totally an HR violation. But get your mind out of the gutter. We know it's because we have to change clothes since the others can't know that we're Mecha Man. I do notice that Robert has a ton of scars, like, you know, Batman style. I need to stop referencing Batman. Which shows how often he puts himself on the line for hero work. I think this might be important later. Blazer tries to apologize for last night, but I tell her...
I'm sorry about last night. I regret the way I conducted myself. It was a mistake. A complicated mistake. I can, go into the details of those complications with you later.
Look, we were both a little tipsy, got lost in the moment. You know, it's totally understandable. It was a nice night. Nothing more than that.
Yeah, I'd like to keep things professional.
Right, that's why you brought me to this conference room to strip down in front of you. Profesh.
This invisible person runs into the wall and floors himself. And it's...
Who locks a conference room? So, you two fuck or what?
No professional lines were crossed.
Okay, well, very rude, but who doesn't like rebellious characters? Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Jesus Christ. Anyway, we have to take a piss and we head to the bathroom. Guy runs up and starts pissing right next to us, directly next to us. Is that not crazy? Dude, there's like multiple open stalls. Jesus. Anyway, it's...
What's up, brother? My auntie named me Roy, but people call me Royd. Alright, good to meet you, bro.
Likewise.
Pretty chill guy, and we joke about his name.
So Royd, like steroid?
Huh? Hell no, brother. No, cuz. Listen. Get 2 other guys here that go by the name Royd. So I think it's like, you know, we go scrap, we go ground, I boss you up, and then, you know, you got Royd. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's what I think. Hey, you think that's why they call me Royd? Like I'm on steroids. Cause they think I'm some kind of a juice head? They think I'm not natty, bro? They think Royd not natty.
No, I'm just kidding, man. Just making jokes about your name.
Mecha Man.
We go to the back, and this random senior citizen hugs us.
Look at this skinny latte prick. Your bones, kid. You here to whip these assholes into shape or what?
Confused, we ask...
Why is this happening?
What? It's a hug, not a hand job. Lighten up.
Be that as it may, I'm still confused.
Oh, right. Because I'm old as shit.
And he dabs? Oh, no, it's a running pose.
Backstar?
Holy shit. Yeah, you fucker. Why are you accepting hugs from old men you don't know?
Whoops. We don't recognize him due to the nature of his powers. Still really f***ed up, but you know.
You gonna tell me why you look like Black Einstein?
Sorry. I never noticed.
Fucker. It's the powers. I could move 50 times faster than the average person, but I didn't realize until it was too late. And I was aging 50 times faster when I used my powers.
Then how old are you really?
I turned 39 a few months ago, but went to Dave & Buster's, shit was lit.
We get debriefed on all the new characters and a few databases.
Our hero was a Harvard graduate
who will not shut the fuck up about being a Harvard graduate like all Harvard graduates.
So far, my favorite is probably Sonar, just because of the fact that he has a bat head. Also, Invisigal having asthma is the most f***ed up but funny thing ever to me. I mean, like, you gotta hold your breath to go invisible, and God gave you asthma. He had it out for you. So Chase gets us set up for our first dispatch call, and you know what could go wrong.
Oh my god! Tell me that's not your real first name, bitch. You can't be this shook on your first day. Come on.
Can we clear the channel, please? There's a lot of overlapping on this.
I saw him in his underwear.
Who? Roberto's son?
I saw him in his underwear.
He back in mine.
No, but he's got a lot of bruises, which I'm into.
Again, please clear the channel.
Get it, your email.
Shut the fuck up!
Thank you. Excessive, but thanks. I like the gameplay here. It's simple, somewhat engaging, and a good enough progression system for like a 8 to 10 hour long game. Would I play it for any longer than that? Hell no. Anyway, we get a little more of the characters, banter, a little more from their personalities. Can't speak much for itself, so there's just like, here's some clips.
Get these idiots out of my bar before they destroy it. And don't set the flaming asshole. Do you know who we saw in the bar last night? Mecha Man. And he kicked Flambe's ass. Okay. That little shit did not kick my ass. He did though.
Yeah, I think I heard about that.
No, you didn't. Because it didn't happen, Bob. So we're all going to shut up about it. Yeah?
So what was your read on this Mecha Man guy?
Washed up, drinking alone. A robot guy without his robot, I guess.
So, just a guy?
Hear that, Flambe? You got your ass kicked by just a guy. All of you. Shut the fuck up.
Fire at a local park has gotten out of control. Did you start that fire?
No.
The fire that's burning 2 blocks from where you're standing. You didn't start that.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a grade, so how could I know?
Flambe, stop fucking around. I've got enough problems without you making new ones.
Anyway, Invisigal completely ignores my order to send somebody else to the donut shop because she wants to get unbanned and she heads there on her own. We have eyes above and we see what's going on. So Granny's knocked the hell out, and Visi asks about my favorite donut.
I don't want to sit here and fixate on it when we're supposed to be doing whatever, superhero shit.
As a man of culture, I say jelly-filled.
The jelly donut, okay? I mean, I will eat anything if you pack enough jelly in it.
So you're into squirters. Like that gush in your throat. Cool, okay, say less.
Yep, you got me. I love gobbling on hot, sloppy donuts. Love them from my mouth to my butt.
What the fuck? Anyway, we find the perp committing a crime and a fight breaks out.
Me?
I don't think you know how to use that thing, so why don't you—
Shut the fuck up!
Oh, I'm one of the good guys.
You? Yeah, right. Don't fuck with me, okay? Nobody fucks Granny!
Okay, another choice. His arm is gonna get fried, so I tell her to get Granny.
Joke doesn't work, you just sound dumb.
Okay, disarm Granny before the thing blows his face off. It looks super unstable.
So your expert opinion is to
attack the client. Fuck that.
I did think your way to shit.
She spits a lob at my face and tells me to f off and attacks the perp anyway, and Granny says goodbye to use. He just says goodbye to using that arm ever again because it's toasted. Jesus.
But this guy, let's fight.
She sees it as a win, but you know, of course it was a failure to us. Interesting choice because I hate Twinkies. Probably for the better. Never mind, it's getting another one.
Hey.
Ah, shit.
What kind of superhero flinches?
Anyway, we get into a heated argument about the donut shop fight, which I'm ready to forgive her for, but she decides to clown on me, so I school her.
A real hero puts their ass on the line. A real hero can't just press a button and make their problems disappear.
Let me make this clear. You're not half the hero that I am. Not now, not ever. Based on what I saw today, you wouldn't last a day as Mecha Man. Because there isn't a mech suit in the universe that'll keep you from being a selfish fucking asshole.
Feel bad. Good. Fuck you.
You know, I'm not even mad. The door fake out was pretty clever.
You gonna eat those Twinks?
That's not what they're... You know what? Help yourself.
What happened to your nose?
Here we go.
I cover for Visi because, you know, I don't gain anything for snitching, and I know what I signed up for when working with legit former felons, so I won't hold it against her too hard. I also take the humble route and vow that I could have done better.
Gamers respect her.
They're afraid of her.
I should have done better. Maybe a couple wires got crossed toward the end there, and I could have been a little more clear. with her.
You crossed 0 wires, okay? She crossed them for you.
Look, Robert, you should be proud. The bar is very low with this group.
Well, it's not low for me. Look, I like to make a joke and keep things light as much as the next person. But when it comes to work, I'm not fucking around here. If you want the Phoenix program to survive, the bar needs to go up.
And how would we do that?
By treating the Z team like what they are, a bunch of villains. And leading a supervillain team takes a different approach than a superhero team. I need to be around them. I need them to see I'm all in, and they need to match that energy.
Some tough love.
The only kind I know. And based on what I've seen, the only version they'll respond to. I'm not saying everyone will make it. They won't. I'm not saying it won't get spicy. It will. But when it does, I also need you to trust me to handle it. I don't want you stepping in. They need to respect me, even if I don't have powers.
Pete! After our shift, we see Waterboy at our desk trying to clean it. However, he's been hired as a janitor apparently, so he's weird and awkward, but you know, he's chill. I f*** with him. So, on our desk is a donut that we told Visi we liked. But hold the up. Where's the jelly? That's clearly just a strawberry iced donut. Maybe I'm just a schizo, and it is. But whatever. It's cool that you remember the donut that we liked. Heading out with Blazer, though, she brings up that she wants to tell us something, and...
Blonde Blazer.
Okay. So this is exactly why I was right not to kiss her. She got a whole man. And he's kind of an but he invites us to dinner.
Blonde Blazer and I have reservations in Tokyo at a restaurant where the owner dreams of sushi. You should join us. I'm sure they could accommodate one more.
Personally, I get the vibe that this guy's kind of dense based on his acting earlier in the episode, so I decline and say I need to get home to my dog. She thanks us and they dip.
Phenomenal.
I'm not sure how. No, that's not what I make. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm saying that's not sure what to make of the ending of that episode. Jesus. Can we pretend here that I did like a cool script transition between episodes 2 and 3? Because you know, as you know, this wasn't really planned as one thing. Yeah, let's just pretend I did that, and you're gonna act really amazed when the title card hits. We start off in our terribly empty apartment with Royd, picking up the pieces of our Mecha Man suit.
That not happen to you? No one ever tell you that? Or no one never come over to tell you that?
I'm poor, Royd.
This the type of apartment you see when the detective kick the door in, you know? Shine the flashlight, serial killer shit.
He mentions that the astral pulse is missing and that he hasn't been able to get it back. Regardless, you know, we load up the suit and Royd presents us with his updated schematics. We also get some info about Robert's dad and the pulse, which I think is fairly interesting.
Maybe we go for lighter metals this time, huh? You know, I actually met your dad one time, long time ago. First time I come mainland. He'll catch me trying to steal stuff from Radio Shack. Then we talk tech stuff for like a whole hour. Then he would take me to jail. That's how I ended up in a Phoenix program.
That's longer than any conversation I ever had with him.
Bummers.
Guess when you're building astropulses, there's not much time for talking to your son.
Not so sure about that.
I don't understand.
You see, there's gearheads, then there's science nerds. One kind garage, the other kind lab, you know. Your father one good gearhead, but I just can't see how he'll make something like the pulse. You know, science nerd.
I already have theories on this, but I'll save this for later. Or, you know, if the story reveals something big. On the way to work, we bump into Gollum. I let it slide because he's big as hell. BB lets us know that she's broken up with Phenomenon after their date. Which I do not care about because Robert, due to my choices, could care less. I'm not a fan of rebounds. No hate to Blazer though. I did read the comic related to their issues. And they were just incompatible. I mean, he was an alien, didn't understand human customs or the idea of a human persona. Blonde Blazer did have one, but he only fell in love with her and not her depowered version, which sucks, but I get her frustration. Also, Sonar was seduced by Coop.
I said, hey, want to say something cool, and then handcuffed you to a squat rack.
But you said it with a hot voice, so I assumed you meant boob.
This shift was unbelievably annoying. I'm assuming it's possible with the right knowledge and luck, but ever since BB confirmed that we've been cutting somebody off of the Z team due to performance, everyone just goes bad. It makes my job harder, and harder. It all culminates in a battle between Visi and Malevola to screw each other over, and this guy from the donut shop just gets away because of it. We have to call everyone to a meeting to talk about the absolute tomfoolery that everybody was pulling that shift. Golem does the same bullshit. You know, slams me against multiple chairs because he just doesn't know where he's walking because he's so humongous and fat. Sorry. I choose the choice to give him the chair, which according to a lot of people would be confusing. Things get heated.
Chill out, lady. Ha ha. Let the man talk.
Okay, whoa.
You talking shit, you hipster motherfucker? Over here looking like Mumford fucked all his sons.
That was funny. See? We're just busting balls.
Keep talking. You won't have your tiny inbred balls left to bust.
Ask next time, or there won't be a next time.
Don't threaten me, you butter knife bitch.
Okay, I'll make this quick.
I gotta get into my Nick Fury bag, so I tell them I see potential.
It's lucky for you, I'm not most people. When I look around this room, what I see is potential.
You got there in the end.
Unfortunately for you, it's a curse.
Honestly, my response works, but this one was very cliche. I wish I picked a different option. Visi shows up late and lies. I know damn well you were not holding your breath that long. You have asthma. Our next shift isn't as bad, but, you know, Visi dips far off, and yeah, this is starting to get annoying. We find her sitting at a park. While I'm pissed about her running off, Robert does the right thing and continues to convince her to get back in the game. She thinks about quitting, saying she's worthless and not cut out for hero work. Not the most insane motivation, but it keeps me interested in her character.
Don't do it. Don't fucking give that kid a cigarette.
He's the one I bummed it from. What's the address?
Can't even be mad at that. She gives herself another chance to catch the merc she let get away twice, and it works.
No hero. Fuck, no, let me try that again. Yeah, you see me? Wait, what about lights out, Thundercup?
Shut up!
Wow. We're actually getting somewhere. Everyone's nice, congratulating her.
Why are those assholes not being assholes?
Isn't this what you were going for?
Yeah, but I didn't think it would work. I don't get it.
So, this one keeps the comm line one-on-one. This one connects to the whole team. And this one goes out to the entire branch.
Oh, after all of that, we're called to the office, and we still have to cut someone? Not Visi, though, despite her being at the bottom. Our last dispatch put her above Sonar and Coop. And Coop. She's gone. What? You think I had to think about this one? Over, you know, the Bathead guy? Come on. It's stupid, and he's voiced by, you know, the famous Squid... Did I almost just say Squid Games?
One more game, one more game, one more game, one more game, one more game.
BB mentions that even if Visi was still on the bottom, she wouldn't have let us cut her. Not sure if it will matter anyway, or if it's a throwaway line, but it could hint to something, I don't know, bigger about their relationship and Visi's past. Unfortunately, we have to tell the cut member they're being let go, and...
You would be mistaken.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm letting you go. You're at the bottom of the leaderboards. I guess all those penalties for, you know, cutting people added up. I'm sorry.
But I cheered for Invisigal.
You did. I saw that. That was cool of you.
I only did that because I thought she was being cut.
Oh, that makes sense. A lot of sense, actually. Yeah, well, she snuck past you with the last dispatch. That's, wow, look at that. That's very menacing. Well, thank you.
Well, that's coming out of her last paycheck. Also, she threatened me, but whatever. It's cool. Totally not gonna come back and try to kill me. We keep her knife as decoration, and we're all like Chase on the inside, unless you hate dogs like a weirdo. Not much to say, but I love this. It's obvious she wants to do good and cares about the work once given the chance to actually do it. And even though she's really difficult to work with, and her monstrously f***ing up sometimes, I really believe that all Visi needs is some... We open up to a... What's that sound? Jesus Christ. Oh. Visi's just having a nice dream about her and Robert getting married and sharing ice cream while holding hands. And there here's some puppies. Yeah. Please don't monetize me. Anyway, we're at work. Royd's helping us test the suit. I do a split kick because, you know, it's awesome. And the suit basically tries to kill us. The protopulse was a failure, but we still have hope. You know, it's a process.
Did you just give me an up-down?
We take one bad guy.
Hey man, it's Freak Bob. Thanks for answering. People usually don't answer. And it's taking a toll on me.
You ever jerk off in this thing?
You low, Visi.
I mean, obviously you have, right?
So obviously I match energy because I'm not a pussy.
Man, I gotta work on this.
All the time, actually.
Bro.
I like to bust after every big bust, you know, and I was pretty successful, so you can imagine.
Sounds like loads of fun.
You two got one weird energy going on, huh? Can you handle this HR violation some other place? I got work, yeah?
Anyway, what is going on today? I warned her about the slip and Phenomenal Man. He's depressed and Blazer tells us to go help him, so we do.
I have been better, Robert Robertson. The blonde Blazer and I have ended our relationship.
Yeah, I heard about that. I'm sorry for your loss.
It's very abrupt. One moment we were savoring uni straight from the urchin. Next moment, I'm contemplating flying into the sun, absorbing all its energy and casting this planet into infinite darkness so that I never have to see her or anyone else ever again.
This is unbelievably real. I've read all the Deluxe comics, and while playing each episode, I do know what happened between him and Blazer, as mentioned before. It does give more context, as I did not mention this in the last episode, but Blazer's real name is Mandy. Oh wow, big spoilers, but we wouldn't have found this out anyway with the route that I took. I give him some more words of advice and... ouch. As we're plucking shards of glass from our chest, Visi appears next to us and tells her about, you know, her dream, and I respond in the best way possible.
Usually I don't remember my dreams, but this one was pretty vivid.
How did I do?
I didn't finish.
Not what I asked.
Honestly, I just see this as an oversight from the writers, or they just don't give a f***. But come on. If we're being real, if Visi was a man sneaking into a woman's bathroom and saying he dreamed they were banging, ridiculous, right? Not making a big deal out of it, but it's just an observation of like something that you would never really see attempted in any other context. But I digress. We get a scene of... God damn. Then we get a scene of Flambe being an water boy because he accidentally threw away his noodles.
Read things. Sometimes it's different, like a logo, but it's probably still good.
I don't want the fucking trash noodles, wet fart boy.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Whatever, it was an accident. Just aim your dick up and water piss it off.
That's not... You... I'm gonna go rinse off.
Relatively inconsequential. I just brought it up because Blazer being this oblivious actually pisses me off.
I'm being a bully.
Oh, wow, I wasn't expecting it to go straight.
Hey, Robert, could you...
Spaghetti.
Did you eat my lunch? Why would you do that?
I don't want to be a snitch, but Flambe was really hungry. I mean, look at him.
Really?
Yes.
Well, if you're gonna eat it, I wish more of it got into your mouth. Go get cleaned up, then clean this up, then pick me up a BLT from Johnny's, and we'll call it even.
Yes.
Okay, whatever that was. Listen, Robert.
Anyway, she asks us, Phenomenon or Waterboy? No questions asked.
Phenomenon, I guess.
A moment of your time.
How do you move so quiet?
I float.
Thank you.
No need. You're a legend. You should be out doing good.
But to do good, you need to be...
Okay, I immediately fail a call and he's instantly depressed for almost a minute. I'm fine with the trade-off. I mean, pretty cool mechanics.
Hey, kid. Love you.
Love you too, Unc.
Don't fuck this up.
Things are quiet after the shift, but we find Phenomenon alone watching old footage of him and Blazer working together. I really like this scene. It gives insight into his alien background and...
Then we made love.
I don't need to hear your sex stories.
We never had intercourse. My alien genitals were not compatible with hers.
Oh. Not like that. Just his failure to understand human phrases and customs. A fish out of water is one of my favorite archetypes, especially for aliens. The scene's pretty heartwarming. I've seen the Waterboy version too. Both scenes work thematically for teaching somebody how to move forward in life, you know, with their own shortcomings. But it makes it disappointing how, at least to me, that their scenes are sprinkled throughout the game depending on your choices, which makes me wish I could have both, but I get it. Choice is one of the core features of this game. But hey, Visi still got her GPS up and she's at a movie theater. Blazer texts us and we have a choice on which girl to go on a date with, and yeah, I already said I'm here for the plot. But Blazer's mature, she'll be fine. This movie theater scene is pretty cute. I mean, the interactions are wholesome. But it makes me question the episode 4 intro. Did they think players wouldn't be reeled in by Visi without an overly sexual scene? I mean, we rarely get the perspective of anyone else from this game besides Robert, so it's really surprising and it's just completely out of place. Maybe it's meant as a contrast, maybe the sexual stuff just a shell and she's more romantic or subtle than she lets on, which I can actually see that through playing the game. It's not necessarily a complaint. Who am I kidding? It's a complaint. It was completely unnecessary, and I think it does nothing for the story. I think she would have been the majority choice regardless, because people have problems and like trying to fix people. We like toxicity when it comes to stories. We, me and you, yes. Yeah, but the lack of nudity in this game makes this intro scene just seem very deliberate, because it's like one of the few scenes where it's not used for comedy. So other than that, episodes 3 and 4 do a great job of building relationships and making me invested. Nobody's unlikable, and I've got more to say than I did when going over the first 2 episodes, which were just a good hook in general. The choice between Phenomenon and Waterboy feels restrictive, but in a good way. That's what second playthroughs are for. Yeah, and you get access to the other character at the end of the story, which it ensures everyone's on the team if there so happens to be a season 2. I don't feel like I was cheated. You get enough different scenes in gameplay to justify your choice. Both sets of scenes are cool and make a solid midpoint to the series. It makes clear the cast is ready for some. We open to a flashback of Robert in the Mecha Man suit, presumably about to run into a fire. It cuts in and out with his workout routine. Who could it be? It's Flambe. There's no mystery here.
Now I'm getting a safety lecture from a walking fireball.
It's a reality check. Normies need babysitters, so you don't hurt yourself thinking you're a hero. Man, I am so fucking strong.
I'm not a normie, and you know it.
You're the king of the normies. I've seen fucking Wet White Boy put up more on the bench. No more hero stuff without supervision. You can't get injured, because we need you behind that desk to help real heroes.
Actually, speaking of injuries, remind me, who burned off your eyebrows again? I assume it happens all the time, given your fire shit. So.
I got to do a fight with an actual hero. And I assure you, he's regretting his decision to tangle with me.
I imagine he's regretting a lot of his decisions.
That's fucking right. And it's time for you to accept that you don't got it anymore. And pretending you still do is bumming people the fuck out. Now, get your flat ass off my bench.
Yeah, this guy's an asshole, but he's funny as shit, so I can't hate. Shift went pretty well, so these two idiots are guessing which hero Robert used to be for $936. That is oddly specific. I tell them,
I mean, we're friends, right? Make your friends some money.
Fine, okay. I was Blue.
What does that mean?
We sad?
Yes, but that was just a coincidence.
Oh, come on, don't be like that.
Sorry, you're just gonna have to earn your $936 in some other way. What way could that be? I'll let you know if I work it out. Get it? I'm explaining the joke. What the fuck?
Decent reflexes.
Hey, Beef, no!
Which heroes do we know that talk too much and have quick reflexes?
Clean this shit up.
Hey, losing all that weight don't make you better than us. Yeah. Chill out, Dad. I never had a dad.
I know.
Fuck that's supposed to mean?
You told me one time you didn't have a dad.
Huh?
I love Prism, dude. Chase also asked what we'll do to Shroud, and I tell him I don't know, other than the fact that he killed Robert's dad. I don't know enough about him, or, if he'll be an active threat at the time I get the choice.
You would do that? Kill Shroud? Because you might get the chance, and you don't want to go in there having to think about it. You gotta know.
I'm not sure. Just gonna have to wait and see, I guess.
Just think about it. You want to be sure.
After another flawless shift, almost, we get invited to a villain bar to hang out, but f*** all that. Golem's outside because he's too big.
I'm big.
Well, you want a drink?
Sure.
You want two?
Sure.
Well, whatever. This guy thinks I'm a pervert. Who cares? Visi wants to smash after our date.
Strings you had to pull to get me in here?
You got me Sour Patch Kids on our first date. I figure whiskey makes sense for the second. Third date, you can buy me dinner. Nothing too filling though, just in case.
Yeah, that was fun. I hadn't been to the movies in a while. I had a good time.
You had a good time eating popcorn too loud while I sat silently next to you?
The silence was the best part.
You might like me loud sometime.
Was that about sex?
Heard it before. What really matters is that we get this masterpiece.
Bitch, my name's Robert, such a bitch whose name is Robert. I'm a bitch, I'm a bitch. I'm such a fucking bitch. I have no hopes, I have no dreams. And a tiny little thing, and it doesn't even function anyway.
Okay, but actually I really do feel bad for Golem. I love that guy. Alright, context. The mysterious flame guy the player is totally unaware of turns out to be Flambe. So surprising. We're telling Invisigal because we have, a fear of telling the team who we really are. Also, we cut off his fingers. So that's another good reason not to say anything. Anyway, this very intimidating guy walks up, and I try to lower the stakes.
A lot of bars around here, fool. Why'd you pick this one? You got a death wish on me?
Hey, bud, let me buy you.
Talking to you, fucking what the?
Oh, he wasn't even talking to us. It was Invisigal. Interesting. Anyway, time for a cool fight. Okay, maybe not. Looks like we lost. At least everyone slid for me, though. Really sad that we... Never mind. There's still a cool fight.
She temporarily blinded me!
What you mean temporarily? Bitch, you blind forever!
Y'all are fucked up.
Weird thing is how easy it was. This churro isn't as soft as his noodle arms.
Maybe give us a heads up next time you want to start a fight. I want another drink.
You're heroes now. Heroes don't start fights. You finish them.
Okay, so coolest scene in the game so far. And, you know, after this fight, we get a big choice here. And I honestly, I don't even hesitate about it. I do wait for a couple seconds, but I don't really hesitate. I tell this truth. I'm Mecha Man.
It's front. This guy, Robert, is a mask. He's not real. He's the guy who sits behind his desk, biding his time, dreaming of the day he gets back in the fight. I haven't told you who I was because I'm kind of starting to like you all, and I'm not sure you're gonna like the real me. But the difference between this team getting by and this team being great is trust. So you should get to know the real me. I'm Mecha Man.
I gain nothing from hiding it from them, and I know the game is probably going to forcefully make them find out later. Yeah, Flambe's extremely pissed though, but I was right. The goat Gollum steps in to block it. Like, I'm telling you, he's top one for a reason. Flambe's mad and flies off. We learned everyone's names.
Thanks. You saved my life.
Yup. Thanks for the drink.
So, I expected to be burnt to a crisp by now, and I didn't plan any of this next part. Anybody else got something to say?
My name's Courtney.
Nice to meet you, Courtney.
Katan-Ur was the name given to me on my planet. When I first arrived on Earth, the ladies at the Nordstrom rack I worked at called me Dumpy due to my large posterior. You may call me either.
My name's Victor, because I'm a fucking winner.
I'm Alice.
Bruno.
Malevola. Your last name's Gibb?
My name's Colin.
It's heartwarming. While I'm worried Flambe, you know, he gives hot-headed asshole who comes around vibes. Sure, he just tried to turn me into a Mortal Kombat fatality, but hey, we all make mistakes. I don't think he'll be evil, but I am a little disappointed that I did not get to learn his name. His name is Chad. That's hilarious. Also, what's up with Flambe anyway? He speaks Spanish. He has an English birth name, but he's from Afghanistan? I mean, mixed people exist, but the combo of his accent, name, and origin of birth is very perplexing to me. Okay, so the actor, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that the way I think it's pronounced. He is Afghan and goes by the name, but this name that he's credited as is a stage name, and that's where the accent comes from. So it's really a full circle joke about the actor's heritage and alter ego. Wow. There's a lot of to that joke. You see what I did there? I tried really hard, okay? Jesus, man. I need to stop saying that. I'm gonna go to hell. Now that everyone knows, they come to watch me test the suit. It's looking good. I hit a superhero pose and aura farm a little bit. Then we blow up. Yeah, not much to say. Oh, and Robert's in better shape than Roy despite being in the suit when it blew up?
How the fuck did he not die?
Royd's clearly down about it, but, you know, I try to cheer him up and I want to give him a fist bump and he just walks past me. Apparently there's an event trigger for this. I went down a whole rabbit hole online checking different playthroughs and choices, but I do not know what triggers this. I'll talk about this later near the end of the video, but some events in this game just leave me at a loss for words. Chase calls us out for going on a date with Visi. I play dumb, yada yada yada. Chase doesn't trust us helping her.
Will be a stupid face. You like him. So I got a hater for the both of us.
You think she likes me?
How the fuck would I know?
I don't know. You seem to be watching everything I do. Can you ask her in PE? Maybe put a note in her locker for me?
Ha, motherfucker. But this little bit you're doing, it just exposes you. Because you wouldn't be joking like this if you didn't have a thing for it. Look, just be careful, kid. Some people, they're black holes. You reach out to help them and they just suck you in and do whatever the fuck black holes do. I don't know. They fuck you up.
We ignore our injuries on some Batman type shit, and we go to the next shift. Oh, and Blazer's covering for us. And she sent Malevola to a Sunday school? Get the f out of my chair. We lock in and have another good shift. Then our door gets portaled through while Robert's in his underwear, and apparently they staged a party for him. They found a way for the pulse to return to Robert. Through continuous trades and people selling it, they couldn't harness the power, so they just, kept getting rid of it because it kept blowing up in their faces like it did to us. Also Malevola just tries to assault Robert. Well, she actually does. Leave this poor man alone. Everyone shows up and brings lamps. Like, it's really funny, since everyone shows up and brings lamps, which is really funny to me. Everyone legit took Visi's words like to heart. But seriously, it's just really funny to me how no one ever considered that was just an example. But everyone has a pretty low intelligence stat outside of Sonar, so yeah. We dance with her, and it's clear Chase isn't happy about this. Also, the song is a banger. As we're explaining the idea of waiting for the next day to potentially grab the pulse or trying to get it this night,
she said no. You understand that word, or has it got too many fucking syllables for you?
Why don't you go walk your ass around a mall, Grandpa? Heroes are talking.
You are no fucking hero.
Whoa, hey!
She named you Invisigal, you named yourself Invisibitch, and you had it fucking right.
Chase, you're drunk. You need to stop talking.
You want to get people hurt, get people fucking killed, then you need to go back to the team where you belong.
Hey, everybody just calm down.
This is crazy.
She thinks she's like you, but she's not. Robert doesn't need to keep going out there with no powers, putting his life on the line to make up for assholes like you. He doesn't need to be Mecha Man to be a hero. You playing them, you playing yourself. You think you're invisible, but I fucking see you.
You don't know anything about me.
I know you're a liar, criminal. I know you're fucking dangerous. What else do I need to know? There. Now I know you're a coward.
God.
Oh my god. Visi, wait!
That was a nice uppercut. That bitch sent his ass airborne. How are you not dead?
Yeah, that was fire, but completely uncalled for. I can't say he didn't deserve that punch. Party's over, unfortunately.
Visigal.
Yeah, so I might have to do that once a month or so as a release of my hatred for you. But perhaps with some time, you'll be less of a bitch to me. Yeah, we'll see. Happy housewarming, bitch. Your place fucking sucks.
I can't say I'm mad. I'm just glad he's back. Anyway, Chase feels bad about it, and, we talk about what happened and why we do what we do. It's a really good scene. It's casual and insightful. And I tell him it's the right thing to do.
You ever think about why we do what we do? Help people. Put it all on the line for someone who won't ever know your name, won't send you a thank you card, won't be at your bedside when you get hurt.
It's just the right thing to do.
Sure. And you think the Z team will be able to tell the difference?
That first week, Visi was gonna walk off the team. She's feeling low, talking about how she was born with powers that always meant she'd end up as a villain. Like he was fated. So obviously I gave her the pep talk, Like, that's all bullshit. You make up your own fate, yada yada. I don't even remember what I said, but I do remember thinking, oh, fuck. Yeah, that must have been hard. Like, if I didn't have you, you know, and my dad, where would I have ended up?
You were always good. That was always in you. It's what makes us different from a thief like her.
Oh, come on. You've stolen things too.
What? You racist motherfucker, I never stole a fucking thing in my entire fucking life.
Chase, you've literally stolen things from me.
Oh yeah, but that doesn't count. That was for somebody else.
Visi, it's getting hard to defend you. She went anyway. Well, I agree the pulse would have been gone by tomorrow. There's no way she couldn't have found another way to, like, sneak into here, a better way. I don't know, man. We help her navigate to the pulse. The last hacking game was either insanely hard or I'm just a moron. Because the safe was just open somehow.
What? I didn't even...
Oh, apparently you did something because it's wide open.
Whatever, job done. Take the win.
Is it in there?
I don't know. Does it look like a little
glowy butt plug?
You know what? I guess it does. Okay.
So now all you gotta do is sneak past the...
Light it? Stop.
Shroud. She opens her inhaler and it gets kicked away by Shroud. And I'm thinking, oh, she's so and that's when...
Keep up.
No!
You're good.
I just had to play the whole scene. It's really well done. Honestly, this is the best episode in the season in my opinion. The lack of music and the feeling of waiting to see those last two episodes, I think it's what just makes it great how obvious it is. Chase's powers are basically this game's Chekhov's gun. Like, you know it's going to fire at some point, and it does it like the most stressful point. Right after a big conflict and, you know, a resolution about a character affirming their morals. And I love the detail of him smiling while running. It's like a breath of fresh air for him. Hero work is like his true calling, and the bliss of being able to move again like that probably hit him like a truck. But this episode is basically almost perfect, but I'll come back to that later. Not really, I just told you right now. However, I can't say this about the last two episodes. For the finale, I personally needed some... This episode starts off strong, like really strong. We get a flashback to 2003, a young Robert crying because his father isn't home. We also get...
Whoa, motherfucker, language. And it was the same. My pops had season tickets growing up. Seats sucked, but I just liked being there with them. So, yeah, when they moved, I was crying like a little bitch too.
Are you saying I'm crying like a bitch?
Yes, bitch.
Not much to say here, but it gives good insight into Robert's childhood and his relationship with Chase. I chose Twinkies here. I've seen all three options, and the other two are actually very heartwarming. Robert wants to feel mature, like some kids do. Then he realizes how garbage the other two options are. Chase hands him the Twinkie pack anyway, regardless of what choice you make, because he knows that Robert would still want one, you know, as he refuses the other option after he tries it, and he gets a Twinkie in return. So he's keeping his youth in a sense, and it teaches him a nice lesson. But back in the present, Chase is alive. I'm glad they didn't kill him off. It makes sense though. I doubt Chase actually died, more likely fainted from the stress he probably put on his heart. He didn't age much, but you know, seeing Robert tell this story to Blazer, you can feel the guilt and him talking about how many times he made Chase run back then. And she also mentions maybe cutting Visi after a suspension, and I just say that might make things worse. We do get a nice scene of Blazer handing Robert some money, and then she leaves. And Robert just breaks down crying. And I don't know, it's really hard seeing him like that, especially with how monotone and relatively chill he is throughout the entire story. Anyway, we get a scene of everyone by themselves before the next shift. I like the atmosphere change with the dispatching this episode. It's all good stuff. It's a little dramatic, but I'll get into that very soon. Flambe drops this bombshell.
Fine, I'll fucking say it. What if Chase dies?
If you don't shut your mouth. What are you on about, lad?
Holy shit, man, that's dark. I, too, have been concerned about the suboptimal outcome.
Not talking about it won't make it go away, okay? Fucking babies.
And it really breaks up my thought process. I like how sudden it is, and the whole sequence is super memorable. Our shift ends and we start to leave. Okay, so we aren't getting off easy, I guess. I like how the game subtly shows each character's powers. Punch-ups, harmed by glass here, but we do know from the deluxe edition comics that he can survive Coupe's knives. It shows that he can change his density at will, but we still have to figure out what's going on.
Cheers, lad. Good looking out.
Okay, who's gonna pay for this?
I'll pay. I'm the one that caused the damage.
No, I'll pay. I'm the one that kicked you.
Okay, cool. Now that we got all of the details clear, why?
That's just a difference of opinion. I got heated, got in Golem's face. He had every right to punt me through the wall.
Right, it's a door, and I doubt you were actually in his face.
Basically, the team wants Visi gone, except Golem and Flambe, which makes sense. He still has lower morale in episode 8, though. Despite agreeing with Golem, it's weird, but this game has so many choice-based inconsistencies that I'll just gloss over it for right now.
I abstained from voting as I am neither human nor reformed villain, nor particularly interested in this conversation. I only came in as I thought we were playing Magic the Gathering tonight. I am hoping we still may.
Love this guy. However, I choose to defend Visi.
Look, I probably don't say this enough, but I'm proud of all of you. How far you've come. A few months ago, you wouldn't have been in a room like this discussing the needs of the Z team, and if you did, there'd be a lot more than one broken door. But I'm not cutting Invisigal.
The team acknowledges we've cut people for less, but that was out of my control. It was forced by Blazer. Not even because my Robert was pursuing Visi. I just think cutting her would make things worse. Whatever's weighing on her conscience is enough. Maybe biased, but I really do not see how it helps anybody outside of the gameplay ramifications. That said, I do wonder why Z-Team cares so much. I mean, melodramatic tone and rage towards Visi's actions just feel super overplayed to me. I'm not saying they didn't care for Chase or their jobs, but other than the housewarming party, I can't see why they would be this mad. They respect former heroes and probably respect Chase a lot since he's worked with them before, but the limited scenes just make us assume a lot. So for the sake of the story, I'm going to assume, they care for him in some regard, but you can also, contribute their anger to being the fact that they do not want to lose their jobs, and Visi could be compromising that. Not a problem with the overall narrative. It does not ruin the scene for me. It just makes me think the writers need an excuse for you to cut or keep Visi. But it could also be about reputation. As I mentioned, they probably do care about their jobs a lot more now. Either way, the game doesn't make it clear enough for my taste, but it's not a big deal. Visi was listening here the whole time, or at least at the end of the conversation, and we follow her to the locker room. She's changing, planning to leave. She explains that she's the one who planted the bomb on us in exchange to help with her breathing. Big reveal, I know. It was, no man, I'm not gonna lie here. I saw it coming a mile away. I forgive her. Like, yeah, I know we're meant to hold people accountable, but the reason I do not have a hold, you know, the reason I do not hold a grudge here is it's just like there's no reason to, especially within the context of our job currently. Sure, I'd be pissed, as she's the one who set off the chain of events of me working at SDN, but the game implies that it's been like months since the incident, and I've got my suit back now, and I have a job forgiving criminals. There's no scene of me choosing to forgive Flambe, despite the fact that he tried to murder me before he joined the Z team. He tried to murder me while on the Z team. I don't know, it's just unnecessary. And I think holding a grudge here is just completely stupid. I mean, it could be petty because you lost the suit because of it, but it's no different than anybody else committing a crime before they join Z-Team. Her getting sappy over something she did before joining the team is just stupid to me, especially since Flambe tried to kill us, as I mentioned. But there's a large subset of people who genuinely hate her for this, and I cannot understand why, other than not liking her character. You can dislike a character, sure, but she's hated for things others did out of malice rather than necessity. Now, we don't have the context on everybody else's backstories, but still.
I forgive you. So there, we fucking chill out now?
You can't fucking forgive me? You haven't even, like, processed what's going on.
You did villain shit while you were a villain. Does it change things that you directed at me? No, it doesn't. That's in the past. You're not the same person that was there that night, neither am I.
Anyway, she goes invisible and kisses us. I lead in. I mean, I'm on this path with her. It's fine here. This can also trigger if you forgive her while with Blazer. There's a ton of online discourse about this scene, but, you know, I'll get back to that later, as well as a bunch of other things. We move on, and in a taxi, Blazer messages us about what to put on the news. I say Chase because I want him recognized for what happened. And we arrive at the villain bar from episode 5. Very suspicious guy at the other end of the table, and a cockeyed dude serving. He talks crazy about Blazer, and we get this choice. Not sure if it was intentional, but there's no way this wasn't a reference to The Wolf Among Us. Serves him right.
Excuse me, what the fuck?
Oh, what the f? Okay, so this guy is totally Shroud. Strong entrance. We're knocked out by the member we cut in episode 3.
Can you take care of him for me? Obviously, you two don't need an introduction.
With pleasure.
Your dad. Chase. Your little team of turncoats. You think you can beat the bad by being good. But there's no solving human nature.
We're being beaten so Shroud can locate the pulse. I try spitting on him, but I remember that we're upside down, and I regret the choice immediately.
Dude, I'm watching the stream while you try not to laugh, bro. That's disrespectful.
Shroud yaps about how this is our father's revolver and how he killed him by shooting him 5 times. Very important detail because in the deluxe comics, the death is very much different. There, Eli was rejected from the team after Robert's dad used the pulse that they made together. Eli gets angry and challenges him, and Robert's dad just beats him half to death very easily, despite the fact that Eli is heavily modified. And coming out of the hospital, Eli just shoots him once in the chest and runs away. Could be a continuity change, but toxic story.
Oh hey, after our conversation, I asked him about your dad. Fun little tidbit. He was very well hydrated. Turns out right after Shroud shot him in the chest, your dad pissed his pants. Bet you didn't know that, huh?
Conflicts heavily with this, so I think Shroud's an unreliable narrator, but you know, this will matter later when I go over certain things I did not like about the story. But Shroud says Visi played both of us. She pocketed the pulse but did not give it to anyone. Then Blazer bursts through and scares everybody with her aura. In all seriousness, a lot of people would have gone down with Blazer if they fought, so Shroud uses his precognition ability and decides it's not worth the risk.
Okay, we're out of here.
We're saved, but yeah, LA is literally on fire. And if we want to save it, Robert, Blazer, and the Z team, and everyone else involved, will need to pull together for...
You're not leaving me here again.
Rushing to start dispatching, everyone's working hard to save LA, and we only have 3 people?
Oh shit, is this it?
What you mean is this it? Bitch, you know what time it is.
Sorry.
I didn't mean it like that. Thanks for getting out of bed, or whatever you were up to.
Yeah, I think Gummy's a ball asleep, so I might be just a little...
Are you gonna finish your sentence, big man?
No. Shit, I thought I did.
Look, we're shorthanded.
Fuck you.
We should have the rest of the team trickling in, so we'll have to make do for now. Lucky for us, we got the best 3 heroes on the roster.
We all know you'd say the same shit about whoever was
Like,
here.
if we all know, then there's no reason to point it out.
Look alive. We just gotta hold it down till the cavalry arrives.
Okay, but just so y'all know, I don't know if I'm thinking that right now.
Okay, so everyone's either missing or asleep, or if you're like Gollum, he's probably high on gummies. I'm not really sure. I doubt he's taking melatonin. We'll make do though. I'm not breaking down every single shift, but this final episode really shows how good the gameplay is despite its simplicity. I loved every second of it. I mean, slowly regaining your team, saving them from dangerous situations to get them back dispatching. It's all good stuff. And I had a blast the whole way through, even though I really played like trash this episode when I'm not sure why, because you have the access to the most things during this episode, so that's really odd. But we do get a cool moment where you pick up the other member you did not recruit in episode 4. In my case, it was Waterboy. Like I mentioned before, this is another illusion of choice moment, but it doesn't feel like I was cheated out of my own, choice. I didn't feel like I lost agency with this.
Okay, I need you to do something for me.
Oh, yeah, I, what? Spill something?
I need you to be a superhero.
That's not. I don't do. What if somebody spills? Mess up. I would mess up other
Everything
people.
in the city is on fire. You are the most valuable man in Los Angeles.
No. I can't. My net worth is barely.
Hey, look at me. You can.
Okay.
Great.
Galen?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Can we...
Okay.
You don't gotta keep saying it, okay, bud?
Can we get the newest Z-teamer, Waterboy, into the hero pool?
Absolutely. How you feeling, man?
Okay.
But sure, the other person joins the Z team and, you miss some unique scenes, but having everyone together feels great. Things get dicey really fast and they add a new mechanic. The person we cut from episode 4 is slowly approaching LA. You've got to keep pulling good dispatches to stop them from destroying the city, and then we get this moment.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
I've got you.
Wait a second. Blaze. Slamming it with a Phoenix program.
And this was really cool to see, and just, Jesus, look at her stats are ridiculous. I mean, canon-wise, it makes no sense, but she's basically the one-shot weapon for the final level. It's very much appreciated. We stop Coop's assault, but the power's blown out, and we rush to see if Chase is okay, and... Oh no. Just kidding. Did that scare you? What? Okay, it wasn't funny. Damn. Anyway, there's a scuffle between Royd and Visi, and Royd thinks she was trying to run off with the pulse. The situation calms down, and she's tied up, and Royd hands us a crappy taser.
I moved your Mecha Man suit to the rec room. Here. Take this.
We're fighting the Red Ring, Royd. I'm not walking home from fucking yoga.
Visi says she can help, and yeah, you already know where this is going. Blind faith? Maybe. But I trust her. We prep for a fight with Thumbstick, or whatever his name was, but he runs past us. Oh, he has to piss. Easy knockout. Okay, the piss getting all over Robert is just disgusting there. Then Visi tries to convince us to zip this guy up for respect.
Why are his nuts out?
Oh, thought that was normal. You mind helping him?
Why would you crinkle cut your balls through your zipper if you don't have... What are you asking me?
Can you just put his dick away? Feels like the dignified thing to do.
Dignified for who? No, absolutely not. No way.
Really?
And what part of not wanting to touch this man's dick and balls do you think I'm unsure about?
Fine, Jesus.
Doesn't even bother me.
That would have pissed me off, but, Robert's chill, so whatever. Visi disappears, and we discover the suit. Ward is laying hands on these guys, but we arrive to back him up, and yeah.
Oh, this is the premium package.
Roy, you really outdid yourself.
The man is Mecca again. Just like riding a bike, huh?
This suit is fire. Exactly the kind of mech I wanted. Less clunky, still imposing, and the glowing M on the front really sells it for me. And Toxic and his goons show up, and he tells us to hand over the pulse.
Right. Sure. We can break all their arms right before we kill them. Super weird crime scene. Or just give us the pulse and we'll let you live.
With broken fucking arms.
Of course.
Both arms. Each one gets broken.
Everyone gets it, okay? We see the casts. You're making it weird.
If you want it, come and claim it.
What a fucking dork.
Wait, why am I a dork?
Oh, you're telling me you're not referencing... Who says claim?
I do, motherfucker. I'm not referencing shit. That's a Mecha Man original.
Oh, Shroud's here, piloting a mech. He says he needed the pulse to supercharge his tech, and since he helped Robert's dad make the pulse, he was supposed to get a mech in return, a deal that never happened. So he also can predict what we'll say, which we already established earlier in episode 7.
I'm gonna use the pulse to change the world.
That plan is gonna be hard to pull off after I kill you.
I jump in with twin energy blades and we start scrapping. The QTEs kept me engaged and the fight is beautifully animated. Blazer gets caught trying to help and it looks like she's gonna die.
What the fuck?
Prism clone. Seriously though, her powers are crazy versatile and more teammates join the fight as it goes on. Things are going great though. He keeps predicting us and then Coop attacks us. This fight's pretty cool. I've seen the Sonar version, which to me looks more visually appealing. Charlie isn't really convincing as a bad guy to me though, but obviously it's just his voice.
It was your weak hand. You can still jerk off.
Bitch, I'm defending!
This guy's life sucks, but he's funny all the way through. Shroud hits Blazer with a seemingly fatal attack, and we jump in the best we can, and yeah, that fails. Robert's f***ing dead. Roll crap. What? Oh. It's Chase. Yeah, this is surprising if you didn't go the Mandy route. You don't learn that her gem necklace gives her powers, so she used it on Chase and caught Shroud off guard. The rest of the fight is just as good. We team up to defeat him, and I love Visi flipping Shroud off and planting a bomb on his mech, just like she did to Robert before. He gets yeeted by Omni-Man and we fly up to finish him off, and why wouldn't I? Oh, he's not done. He's got Beef. What? Why was Beef up there? How did Shroud get out of his mech to retrieve him? And how was Phenomenon restrained by Armstrong? Jesus f***, this situation went nonsensical fast. I can forgive Shroud having a mech and the heroes not nuking everyone for plot reasons, but this setup is just stupid as hell to me. It doesn't ruin it though, but Shroud's smart in this event to me just has so many holes in it. I mean, we go up to trade the pulse for Beef, whatever, fine. In short, we get 3 options. I was perplexed by this, but choosing both seemed best since he'd have to pull a 50-50.
What the fuck is this, Robert?
You said you wanted the Astro Pulse. I gave it to you. One of those is it.
They look fucking identical, Robert.
Look, you're right. I can't outsmart you. Because, you know what? I'm not a smart guy. So, the only way to keep you from knowing what I'm doing is to not have any idea what I'm doing. Which is how I feel all the time. But I trust my gut and I take my best guess. Just like you used to do. Before you plugged all those fucking Christmas lights into your head. Before you were afraid to make your own decisions. Elliot.
And Shroud is an unreliable narrator with an ego. So he needs to be right. There's no way he passes up the 50-50. Like, it feels like a canonical choice. The others made no narrative sense and rob you of one of the funniest lines.
Maybe we wait till we get home? Shut the fuck up!
Like, yeah, no way in hell I was going to give Shroud the all-powerful MacGuffin of the story. He picks wrong and fries his brain and throws up everywhere. He gets butthurt and tries to shoot Robert like he did his dad, and she's fine. Classic non-fatal shoulder shot. Hopefully it didn't like pierce like an artery or something, but good on Visi for pulling through. Robert rages and attacks Shroud. And we finally get the choice to spare or kill Shroud. And are you kidding me? No, seriously, I took the choice the least amount of players picked. I did not kill him, which is unlike me normally. I mean, usually in games there's no mercy for the bad guys, but for this story it just kind of felt right, at least to me. Maybe keeping Robert a pure hero in a way, or maybe I was just worried about him losing the job, but it only leads to a suspension, which kind of makes me wish I killed him. But knowing more now, I think it's right. He's beaten, he's no longer a threat, and despite us violating HR all game, it just felt wrong to kill somebody who was already defeated. And yes, I know the mercy kills the innocent argument, but this isn't Joker. He escaped once and his spirit is broken. He'll probably be locked in max security even if he ever tries again. His followers are dismantled, leaving him half dead like our dad first left him when they fought. I think it's kind of poetic in a way, but this is obviously due to my outside knowledge of the comics. But I do think his death is kind of lame though. If you do choose to kill him, he kind of just dies in seconds and it's not really that appealing. The day is saved. Mandy tells Visi she always has a place on the team. Robert kisses Visi.
Someone is attracted to Robert. And you lock that down, Robert. It's never going to happen again.
Is it still there?
We celebrate, talk with Mandy, learn Chase keeps the gem until his condition gets fixed. The Z-teamer we cut gets arrested. I can't pardon them because I suck at the game. We get a group shot and the game is over. Wait! I'm not done. I've talked about most of the things that piqued my interest as they become relevant during the story. Things like the episode 4 choice and my feelings for the Z team are already covered. I'm not going to retread old ground, but I will talk about things I disliked overall with the game design and some plot threads that were brought up in episode 7 and 8. To be honest, I loved everything about this game, and these are also things that have already been said about positive reviews. Voice cast, great. Characters, great. Engaging gameplay, great. You get the gist. However, I have a problem with 2 characters, as well as how the choices pan out for the player. I think that's the big root of the controversy around 2 major figures, mainly being Invisigallo and Shroud. And Shroud, we're gonna start with him first. He is, to me, so wasted as a villain. He has such a big stage presence in like his intro, but he has no time to actually truly make that presence be felt by the player. He starts strong in the bar, great opening. But after that, he's just a big obstacle to defeat. He's in a giant mech, and you have to beat him up. It fits the traditional superhero storytelling, sure, but this game feels more down to earth. One that dives deep into people, you know, behind their masks or their history. And we don't really get that here with Shroud. And I'm not asking for some in-depth, sympathetic breakdown of Shroud's trauma, but he's not really a foil to Robert either. He's more of a figure, something that represents why Robert does what he does. That's not bad conceptually, but he sucks as a character to me. It's to the point where people are confused by him taking the 50-50, because outside of like some shoddy storytelling from him, nothing really shows us his ego or hubris. I mean, you can see it here and there. When it comes to the average viewer, it's mostly just like basic bad guy ego, not to the point where they take a stupid 50-50 like this. And you don't really learn how deep this gets unless you read the comics where he's included in 2 separate issues, mind you. People even thought Matthew Mercer, the Matthew Mercer, was not voicing him. They thought it was a fluke because he barely has any lines before the finale. He doesn't add much to the game's themes either. He's there so Z-Team can come together and Robert can have somebody to chase after. Honestly, he could have been any other villain, besides his connection to his father, obviously. He brings nothing of value outside of looking cool and being the cause of Robert's trauma. He could have been great, but he's trapped and held back by a lack of screen time. His most significant motivations are locked behind a comic that most players will never read. Now in Visigal. Look, I love Visi as a character, and even as a romantic interest, but she's held back by the game's choices if you already aren't on board with her. And don't get me wrong, people are always going to dislike certain characters. You'll often see people say, if you don't like a character, stop consuming that media. Which frankly, I think is also a wrong assessment to make. Everyone has their own reasons for consuming media, and there's no rule on how many things you need to like or dislike to enjoy something or to continue watching it. Honestly, you could absolutely hate something and continue to watch it. I don't think we should judge anybody if they have a specific reason why they're watching a show. It's free for everyone to consume. But what I'm saying is that because of the game's faulty choice system, players feel like they lose agency in places they should not, feeling like their outcome wasn't or should not be earned. And despite it having more variety than people give it credit for, like seriously, I've seen people say it has worse choice diversity than season 1 of The Walking Dead. Like come on. It still manages to make players feel like their story was taken from them in some ways, believing that their agency's gone because they got the bad ending for treating Visi a certain way. And honestly, this would be fine if it were consistent. Some people are gonna have certain views on the character regardless of what ending they get. But, you know, you don't like Visi, you don't forgive her, you don't trust her, you avoid her. She jizzes the team and kills Shroud. Fine. However, the choices rarely feel clear to the player. I mean, or even to the game itself. Players can get entirely different versions of her from one dialogue choice or one big choice or gameplay choices, which again, I guess isn't bad in theory. People can interpret characters differently, but the problem is that the interpretation of these choices feels unintentional the whole way through, when it's caused by the game's own logic, which as of now, I don't even understand, nor can I find anybody else that understands why choices turn out a certain way. I'm assuming there's big choices and there's a point system, yada yada yada. You get a certain ending based off of that, but you know, sometimes it feels like from playthrough to playthrough, Visi can go from being someone constantly told she'd never be great and that she'd always be a villain, but she still proves everyone wrong, to a selfish girl who embraces the negativity and embraces her full villain nature going forward. Or you get the version of her your biases already lean toward. In a vacuum, none of these interpretations are bad, but from a gameplay standpoint, I totally get how someone will feel cheated when the game punishes them for making the obviously correct choice, or when it spits out an ending that doesn't fit how they play. This isn't even bad writing, it's just poor technical implementation, which is just odd to me because I'm not gonna act like I know what's going on. I don't code stuff, but like, I'm not really sure how this even could have happened. Maybe they made a system that was too complex, but all in all, it's bugged. Excuse me, this rant got me heated, but seriously, none of this is hate towards the developers. These are just genuine issues I saw when looking at other playthroughs or even my playthrough in the game. But a bit off topic, I actually thought this story would have worked better as a show, like originally planned. However, I'm glad they stuck with their guns and made it a game. Seeing indie games get another boost, gain popularity, and give pulse to a nearly dead storytelling format, it's awesome, really. Seeing indie games Seeing people come together, make theories, argue about choices, this community wouldn't exist if the show was... This community would not exist if Dispatch was brought into another format. What they did here, in both concept and execution, despite not being perfect, was exceptional. The game's not perfect, nor is it revolutionary, but it has heart. The passion you can feel in the artwork, the gameplay, and performances of everyone involved. Sure, some of it is inexperience, but I'm glad we live in a timeline where this game actually exists, and that it's done well enough to hint at a Season 2. I just hope they fix these issues going forward. The game has tons of potential, and in many ways it has already hit it. So yeah, despite the glitches and second half storytelling hiccups, I still have mad respect for Ad Hoc. Dispatch is great, but it could have been perfect. I had fun, and so did many others, so I'm still appreciative. Also, where the is my endless dispatching mode? So, that was my review and overview of Dispatch. I hope you all enjoyed the ride and have a lot to say in the comments. Whether you agree, disagree, have your own takes, even if you only watched one section of the video because you didn't care to see me cover anything else, just talk about what you saw or what you heard. But I generally had such a fun time writing this up. It was a long process. However messy it may have came out. I'm really inexperienced when it comes to this editing, but you know, this type of editing, I should say. I enjoyed every bit of it. I hope my thoughts brought you some entertainment or at least something to argue about. This video came straight from the brain, so leave a like, share, subscribe, and have a wonderful day, night, or afternoon. I don't know, man. Hug your mother or a friend, or drink water. Actually, do drink.
Yeah! Status.
Status. Stable. Foreign device detected. It's a big investment. It'll take considerable time and money to get the suit repaired and the missing pieces replaced. Plenty of time to learn how to dispatch and level up some of the heroes on our roster.
Most people will look around this room and see a bunch of villains. But that's not what I see. Because lucky for you, I'm not most people. When I look around this room, what I see is potential.
Bad by being good, but there's no solving human nature. You can't stop evil. All you can do is control it. What I don't know is why she didn't give it to you. She played you too. Here I am thinking she's working with you, but she's fucking us both. She didn't take it for you.
I probably don't say this enough, but I'm proud of all of you. How far you've come. A few months ago, you wouldn't have been in a room like this discussing the needs of the Z team, and if you did, there'd be a lot more than one broken door. But I'm not cutting in this account. We don't kick people when they're down. We lift them up, and I believe of her what I believe of all of you, that her heart is in the right place. It's what took us from being a team to being this weird, fucked up family.